Here's the thing about pitch theater. We tend to hear only about the successes. Very rarely do we hear about the epic fails. Hey there, it's Jody Sutter of The Sutter Company, and it's Just Ask Jody. It's that time when I take a question from an agency around an issue they're having with business development, and I'll answer that question in 4 minutes or less. And today, the question is, what kind of role should pitch theater play in our new business pitches? I'm just going to be straight up honest with you and let you know that I am one of those business development professionals who is not that crazy about pitch theater. So this question or this answer is going to be totally biased. Let me give you some context though. This question came from a client of mine who is a highly capable, successful, small agency manager. She's not the owner, but she's the top manager at the small agency. Her boss, who runs a successful sister agency, is a little bit of a showman. And she's got a great relationship with him, but she was feeling a little bit of pressure from him to inject some theatricality or some showmanship into her outbound prospecting. Here's the thing about pitch theater or that kind of showmanship. I think for some of us, maybe even a very few of us, that type of theatricality or that sort of creativity, the ability to come up with a great conceptual stunt, not only come up with it, but also execute it elegantly and well, I think it can happen. And I think that it's really only a small subset of us who are good at it. The problem is that those who are good at it feel like we all should be good at it. And I have seen pitch theater work well, and I've also seen it fail epically. And we don't usually hear about those epic fails. We just see the headlines about the creative pitch stunts that actually end up winning the business. Especially if you are the type of business development person, or if you're the type of agency leader who's been charged with business development, who feels like that type of showmanship doesn't come naturally, then what I would rather have you do is lead with your expertise. In fact, I'd rather have you all lead with your expertise, showmanship or not. I want you to be entering into a relationship with a prospective client from the perspective of an expert who is offering a valuable service that is going to help that marketer move the needle, not as a showman. Here's the final thing I'm going to say. The agencies that I work with, smaller agencies where it's the top leadership who are in charge of business development, very rarely is there a separate person who is in charge of business development. And so what I find is that the key is to help these agency leaders be the best business developers that they can naturally be. So often that means tapping into their existing strengths and talents and building a business development strategy around them. It doesn't mean forcing them to do activities, actions, tactics that feel foreign, because you know what, they will fail. And also you as that agency owner or that agency leader is probably going to avoid business development because it feels so uncomfortable. So do what feels right for you. That's the first thing. Lead with your expertise. If you are a natural showman, then tap into that talent. Do the things that make you feel confident and truly represent the agency for the value it brings. All right, that's it for this Just Ask Jody. If you've got a question you'd like me to answer on another Just Ask Jody, you can email that to me at jody@thesuttercompany.com. And I'll see you next time.